Imagine you are booking a flight. You find a ticket for $500. You enter your details and you are about to click pay. The ticket now costs $520. Frustrating, right? Now imagine the price did not increase because the airline changed it. Instead, someone else saw which seat you are about to book. They then quickly booked the same seat before you clicked pay and then offered it to you for $20 more. Sounds ridiculous, but something similar can happen on blockchains every day. It is called MEV and it starts with a tiny delay. When you send a transaction on a blockchain, it doesn't usually get processed instantly. Sometimes the delay is only a fraction of a second, sometimes a few seconds. But during that tiny window, a lot can happen. Whether you are buying a token, swapping crypto, or sending funds to a friend, your transaction usually joins a queue. This waiting area is called Mempool. And don't worry too much about the name. The important thing is this: your transaction is waiting and other people can see it. They can see what you are about to do and also they can see where you are in the queue. Suddenly, your position in the queue becomes valuable. Because if there are only a few seats left on a flight, being first matters, being second matters, and even being one place ahead can matter. Something similar happens on many blockchains. Pending transactions can often be seen before they are completed. And because people can see them, opportunities become to appear. Let's imagine you are about to buy a large amount of a token. Your transaction is waiting in the queue. Someone notices it. They realize your purchase could push the price higher. Why? Because markets work on demand and supply. Imagine a store has 100 items available at today's price. As people buy those items, the available supply gets smaller. The next buyers may have to pay a little more. Crypto markets can behave in a similar way. So if someone knows a large purchase is about to happen, they may try to act before it does. And this is where MEV begins. MEV stands for Maximal Extractable Value. The name sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. MEV is the extra profit someone can make because they can see transactions waiting in the queue and can use that information to make money. Let's look at the first example. Imagine you discover an opportunity to buy a token before its price increases. You submit your transaction. It's waiting to be processed. Someone sees what you are about to do. They quickly submit a similar transaction with a higher fee. Their transaction gets processed first. They capture the opportunity as you are late. This is called front running. They saw an opportunity, then they got in front of you and took it first. Now let's look at something even more aggressive. Imagine a token is trading at $100. You place a large buy order. Your transaction is waiting. Someone sees it. They quickly buy the token first at $100. Then your transaction goes through. Your purchase creates an additional demand and pushes the price to $105. Immediately after that, they sell the tokens they just bought. Think about what happened. They bought at $100. You helped push the price to $105. Then they sold at $105. Your transaction helped create their profit. They buy before you, they sell after you, and your transaction squeezed in the middle, like the filling inside a sandwich. That's why it's called a sandwich attack. Front running and sandwich attacks are similar, but there is one important difference. In front running, someone steals the opportunity. In a sandwich attack, your transaction creates the opportunity and you end up paying the price for their opportunity. And that's why sandwich attack is considered one of the most harmful forms of MEV. This brings us to another important term, slippage. Let's go back to our flight ticket example. The ticket was originally $500. By the time you completed the purchase, it had become $520. That $20 increase is similar to to slippage in crypto. Slippage is the difference between the price you expected and the price you actually received. The larger the difference, the higher the slippage. Many wallets and exchanges allow you to set a slippage limit. Think of it as a safety guard. If the price changes too much before your transaction is completed, the transaction simply won't happen. Now at this point, MEV sounds pretty bad, and to be fair, some forms of it are. But here's the part many people don't realize. Not all MEV is harmful. Some forms actually help markets work better. Imagine Bitcoin is trading at one price on one exchange and a slightly higher price on another. Traders notice the difference. They buy where it is cheaper, they sell where it's more expensive. This is called arbitrage. As more traders do this, prices across exchanges become more aligned. Markets become more efficient. Many people consider this a healthy form of MEV. Another example involves liquidations. Suppose someone borrows money using crypto as a collateral. If the value of that collateral falls too much, the position may need to be liquidated. Bots compete to perform that liquidation first because there is a reward for doing so. This might sound unpleasant for the borrower, but it helps lending platforms remain healthy and prevents larger problems from building up inside the system. So not all MEV is created equal. Some forms help markets function. Others take value directly from users. And that's why MEV remains one of the biggest debates in crypto. Now let's zoom out. The deeper reason MEV exists is actually very simple. Information has value, position has value, being first has value. Imagine there are only a few seats left on a flight. Being first matters. Imagine a house is about to receive 10 offers. Being first matters. Imagine there are only a handful of hotel rooms left for a major event. Being first matters. Blockchains are no different. When people can see information before a transaction is completed, some of them will try to use that information to their advantage. And wherever there is value, people will compete to capture it. That's why MEV is so difficult to eliminate completely. Today, developers are actively building new ways to reduce harmful MEV. Some systems hide transactions before they are processed. Others change how transactions are grouped and ordered. The goal is not necessarily to eliminate all MEV because some forms are useful. The goal is to reduce the harmful forms while preserving the helpful ones. And even today, years after MEV became a major topic, developers are still working on better solutions, which shows just how important this challenge has become. So if you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. MEV is the profit that can be made from knowing what transactions are waiting and benefiting from who gets processed first. Sometimes that helps the ecosystem. Sometimes it hurts users. But once you understand MEV, you start seeing blockchain transactions differently. Not as actions that happen instantly, but as actions competing for position, priority, and value. Before watching this video, did you know that people could make money simply from the position of a transaction? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.